Next day, Vine's POV. No, please don't leave me. I looked around frantically and panicked even more when I could not find him. I placed my hand on my heart and tried to calm down. It was a nightmare. Just a nightmare. Tried to soothe her emotions. He left, scared. It was only a dream. It's okay. With shaky hands, she grabbed a glass of water from the side table and drank it in one go. Where is he then? I hurriedly sprang out of the bed and checked the whole room. He wasn't there. I ran out of the room and kept looking around desperately, hoping to catch a glimpse of him. Where is he? On the verge of crying. I saw the maids working, so I ran up to them and asked them, "Where is Jungkook?" Desperately asked them while trembling. "Luna, you should rest." I grew impatient and dashed towards downstairs before she could complete her sentence. I could hear them calling me from behind, but I paid deaf ears to them. I need him. Only him. In a hurry, I missed a step on the stairs and lost my balance. I gasped and closed my eyes, expecting the pain. But before I could kiss the floor and break my front teeth, someone caught me by grabbing my shoulders. I opened my eyes and got lost in his. He saved me on time, just like always. But he let me go, stood straight and stepped back a little. "Sorry, I didn't mean to touch you," coldly spoke. "You can touch me," slowly whispered while looking at his rounded figure with her blue eyes. "Did you say something?" He clearly heard her, but suppressed a smile and maintained his poker face. "Nothing." Looked down like a sad puppy. I feel hurt with his behavior. Well, that's how I've been treating him all along. I deserve his coldness. Clears his throat. "What are you doing here, when you should be resting?" Sternly asked her while looking at her bruised form. I drew in a deep breath and made eye contact with him. "I was looking for you." Raised his brow. "Why? Can't I look for my husband?" Furious. Speechless. "You should take a rest for real. You need it." "I need you as well." Whispers again. "Did you say something again?" Heard her. "No," pouted sadly. Jungkook simply nodded and turned around, but he came to a halt and he heard him. "Where are you going?" asked him desperately. Tilted his head to glance at her. Back. Why? Rushed down the remaining stairs and stood in front of him. "You can't go," staring at him. "Why?" Frowned. "I won't let you." "Why?" Intensely staring at her. "Because I don't want you to go." "Why?" Stepped forward, closing the gap between them. "Because," thinking of her, "because I'm scared alone." Did not step back and kept maintaining eye contact. Disappointed. "I have increased the security. Nothing will happen to you here." He was about to walk past me, but someone entered the living room and spoke. "Our pack need their Luna." I turned around and smiled brightly while looking at Jin, but soon my smile dropped when Jungkook spoke. "But your Luna is not comfortable with your alpha." stared side to side in denial while looking at him for help. Then our Luna and Alpha have to put their differences aside and try to understand that Pack needs both of them. I nodded happily but immediately looked down when Jungkook gave me a cold stare. Okay. I bit my lower lip to suppress my growing smile. Are you okay with this? Asked her without looking at her. Controlled her excitement. I'll manage. Smiled wholeheartedly. Jungkook saw a reflection of her smiling like a stupid in the mirror decoration in front of him and controlled his smile on her cute behavior. He ordered the maids to get her ready for the departure and exit the palace. Wine excitedly got ready and went with him with a new ambition. Jeon, I promise to love you like no one else can. Few days later. Wine, please stop. You have not fully recovered yet. No, Onni, I won't stop until I make this perfectly. That's what you have been doing for the past 4 hours. You'll get exhausted, concerned. All I want is for him to smile at me once. Is it too much to ask for? Gulped to control her tears and forced herself to think positive and smile again to continue her work. Sabrina gave Vine a soft look and helped her in cooking Jungkook's favorite food. That's what Vine have been doing since the past few days, trying to get his attention and make him smile. But she failed every time as Jungkook is behaving like an iceberg with her. But she is not losing hope, still being stubborn. Vine finally got the desired results in her cooking and immediately set the table for Jungkook as he was about to return home. She nervously gazed towards the main door, waiting for him. She sat at the dining table waiting for him for a long while before her eyes gave up and she fell asleep, resting her head on the table. Jungkook's POV. Feeling completely worn out from all the work, I walked into the living room and made my way straight to my room. However, I had to stop midway when I smelled a familiar addictive scent in the living room. Is she here? I looked around and noticed her sitting there, sound asleep, with her head resting on the dining table. My feet moved naturally in her direction, and before I knew it, I was standing next to her, staring at her bewitching appearance, feeling spellbound in her love. Her shiny hairs fell across her face, trying to protect her alluring beauty from me. I gently removed her hairs with my finger, but my gesture awoke her. She flinched and opened her eyes wide, but relaxed as she met my gaze. I withdrew my hand immediately and cleared my throat while avoiding eye contact, feeling embarrassed. She got to her feet right away and softly spoke. You must be tired. Fresh up, I'll heat up food for you. I'm not hungry. I turned around and was about to leave when she gently took hold of my hand and spoke. I have prepared your favorite dish. Stated softly yet hesitantly. I can't, please. She's too cute to resist. I forced myself to be serious and sat on the chair, indicating that I am going to eat. I saw all my favorite food on the table. Did she really make this all for me? I was about to put food in my plate when she grabbed my wrist, making me stop, giving me dinosaurs in my stomach. I cast a questioning glance at her. It's cold, let me eat it. No need. She grabbed the bowl and hurried to the kitchen before I could finish my sentence. Why is she doing all this? Is she sick? Genuinely worried. She is in love. With whom? Asked without thinking. Me. A scoff escaped automatically from my mouth and I rolled my eyes. This weirdo can never stop teasing me. She's not in love with me. She just don't hate me anymore. Because she knows that I did everything to protect her only. She's just trying to make it up to me for that. If she does not love you, then why is she trying to make it up to you? She should not give a damn, right? My mind went blank for a second. No, I can't make a fool out of me again. It will hurt when I'll get to know that she does not love me. I don't want to get hurt again. Let it be how it is. At least she is in front of me, and that's enough for me. I came out of my thoughts when she placed the bowls of food in front of me, appetizing. I dig in right away and the food is just chef's kiss. I looked at her to find her staring at me already. I maintained my serious face and said, "Eat," ordered. She pouted and started eating as well. Did she want me to feed her? No, I'm just flying high and assuming impossible. After eating all of my food, I got up. She got up as well and reached for the plates, but I stopped her. Maids are here for a reason. She bit her lips and placed the plates back on the table. Why she is being so obedient? It's not her usual self. You want to say anything else? Waiting for him to smile or compliment the food she made for him. Don't wait for me this late. And let the maid make the food. Saying this, Jungkook made his way towards his room with heavy steps, feeling something burning inside his heart, oblivious of the fact that Ryan is shedding tears and losing her. Ryan also went in her room and cried while thinking about how miserably she failed. In Jungkook's room. You can stop now. Now tell me today, what do you want? You were desperate for her when she wasn't acknowledging your love, and now when she's finally loving you and making an effort for you, you're behaving like a furious. She does not love me. Put pressure on every word to make Ian understand. She clearly does. You are blind, frustrated. And because of you, I'm away from my Cora. Pain was evident in his tone. My eyes grew wide upon hearing Ian. He's right. I totally forgot about Cora and him. The real reason why me and Ryan are mates. I'm coming between them. I immediately got off the bed and made my way towards her room. I knocked on her door and waited patiently. She opened the door after a few minutes and peeked out while hiding behind it. So adorable. Come to my room. Ordered and turned around to leave. Why? Stepped out of her room and asked hesitantly. Tilted his head and looked over his shoulder. Because I need you. Cheeks flushed red. Huh? I need you to put medicine on my wounds. I can't do it on my own. And I won't allow anyone else to touch me. Look to the front again and made his way towards you. Ryan followed him while trying to calm her racing heart